With the crypto market enjoying a mini rally where Bitcoin regained 40% from its lows and Ethereum a huge 85%, does this mean that the crypto market is back? Well, then we just had the news that Tesla sold 75% of their Bitcoin holding, which obviously isn't great news, especially after Elon said he had diamond hands. And so the question is the crypto bull market back, or was 17,000 not the bottom for Bitcoin? And so a couple of things to cover in this video. Firstly, we'll take a look at the biggest developments that have happened over the last few weeks that say to me that whether we're back now or back a bit later, the next bull run is coming and it's going to make the last all-time high seem tiny. And then at the end, I'll share my thoughts with where I think we are in this downturn and whether the bull market is back on. As always, if you do enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like, always appreciated. Okay, so first up, regardless of whether the bull market is back right now or maybe 6 months down the line, the next bull market is coming and it's going to be big. So first up, we had the news, probably one of the most iconic baseball teams in the world, the New York Yankees, will start paying their employees in Bitcoin. And this was news that largely went under the radar, but the New York Yankees will leverage the New York Digital Investment Group platform. And this company is really helping with crypto adoption, and it's going to allow its employees to convert part of their salary into Bitcoin. Next up, flying over to Europe, we are in Switzerland and the Swiss Post Office to offer crypto trading and custody by 2024. And this is one of the key trends that you'll see is that more and more institutions are trying to offer custody service. And very interesting that this is coming from the post office, directly from the government. Next up, again in Europe, this time flying over to Germany, we have another physically backed Bitcoin ETN that just launched in Germany. And this is an exchange traded note, so very similar to an ETF, and it will allow German investors free Bitcoin redemption with a low management fee. So Europe continuing to push crypto products. Then we had the news that M1 Finance, one of the biggest US brokerages firms, is in the process of rolling out crypto accounts and commission-free trading. And they'll be starting with 10 digital assets, so more adoption coming from the US. Then, now flying over to the Far East in Indonesia, MasterCard has collaborated to drive crypto adoption in Indonesia. And this is basically global tech payments firm MasterCard and a top crypto gateway provider in Indonesia have partnered, and under the deal, the firms will be able to collaborate and push digital solutions to enhance crypto adoption in Indonesia. Then flying back over to South America and Brazil, and this time Brazil's largest private bank is to launch a tokenization platform. And a big part of this is that they'll also be able to offer crypto custody services. And so again, the banks are trying to get in to be able to offer crypto. And then huge news coming out just last week. We have French banking giant, this time back in Europe, French banking giant BNP Paribas also enters the crypto custody space. And they want to be the go-to provider for banks and institutions looking to enter the crypto space. And this bank has approximately 600 billion of assets under management. So again, a key trend is that banks are trying to get in with crypto custody. Then huge news the other week, and this one is from the BIS. So this is the Bank for International Settlements. which up until now has seen Bitcoin as a big competitor, but now they're going to allow banks to keep 1% of their reserves in Bitcoin. So this single piece by itself is huge news. You don't have to be a math genius to work out that if all the banks were to put 1% of their reserves in Bitcoin, the price will go crazy. And finally, is Bitcoin dead? Well, this is how much value has been transferred. And just take a look at 2022 and you can just see how big Bitcoin is now starting to get. Obviously, 2021 was a big year, and 2022 is going to be setting new records as well. And to answer the question, is the bull market back on, or is there more pain to come? We have to look to this guy. And the question that he's trying to answer is, what is the biggest problem right now? Is it the inflation problem or the fact that stocks have been crashing down? As this determines what he's going to do. And the Fed's main toolkit are putting money into the economy or pulling it out and raising and lowering interest rates. And for me, what I can see, the biggest problem right now is still inflation. In fact, inflation is getting out of control, continuing to exceed expectations. And so what does this mean? We will likely continue to see quantitative tightening, and also interest rates will be going even higher. Now, this is great for dealing with inflation, but it does mean that the overall markets will likely be coming further down. And if we look at a big picture view of the S&P 500, now we can see this goes back to 2014, and this is a normal, healthy growth rate. We then had the big COVID crash. We had a phenomenal 2021, and this is the big pullback and now bear market in the S&P 500. But for me, yes, this isn't great for Americans, but this is also why I still think there's further to come down. And it really wouldn't surprise me to get down to this 3,000 level. And I think if the S&P 500 crashes down this far, this is what's going to make Jerome Powell reverse course and come to the rescue. But right now, I think inflation is still the bigger problem. And so for me, if we can just maintain control over our emotions during this brutal crypto bear market, then the developments going on behind the scenes are looking really strong. The biggest development that keeps coming up are banks all around the world putting in provisions to be able to offer crypto services. And although there is value to the whole not your keys, not your crypto, I think when it comes to mass adoption, the vast majority of people are just going to want a safe and secure place to buy and hold their crypto. And once regulated, this will come with an insurance protection guarantee. And this really is the key of what's going to send the prices in multiples of the previous all-time high. And as far as timing goes, I think we can't just live in the crypto bubble. We have to take into consideration what's going on in the world. And right now, inflation still is the bigger problem. And so I prefer to hope for the best, but plan for the worst. And I will be planning more strategic buys over the next 6 months. And I do think once the next 6 to 12 months go by, we will likely never see crypto prices at these levels ever again. So there you are, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Tell me, do you think the crypto bull market is back on, or does there still have to be some more downside to come? Let me know below. But for now, just to say, if you did enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like, and a big thank you to everyone who does. If you haven't yet subscribed, click below and join us. Got some great videos coming up that you don't want to miss. Okay, cheers guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.